Sometimes it takes every ounce of motivation you have to come back the next day to the print shop after a long print run you did on the shop. And what you have to do every morning is you gotta clean up your shop. You have to take the screens out, get the ink out, clean your squeegees, start all over, sweep, mop the floor, do all that. I know that we are going sometimes through depression. We're not in the mood. We just want to get going to the next order, or we feeling sick, or we just fucking lazy, man. That's all it's about. But build a routine. Motivate yourself to have a routine every morning. Clean up your shop. Every morning you're not gonna deal with no cleaning up when you have a lot of orders coming in. Right now, I'm just gonna clean up. I finished this order. I'm gonna clean it up right now. Take all the ink out of the screens, even reclaim the screens. Then I start working on the next order. But if you do this every morning, you're gonna feel much, much better, especially for us that we are solopreneurs. We work by ourselves. You just wanna have a smooth system that you could just come, clean, and then your next order done, the next day, repeat it, and build that routine. It's gonna make your print shop much, much better, and your print shop will always gonna look clean. It's not gonna go a little cluttered, right? So right now, what I'm gonna do is clean up, and then for lunch today, I'm doing a Jibarito steak sandwich. Oh man, that's with green plantain as the bread. I went to Chicago, I think it was 2 years ago, and I fell in love with that sandwich. I have done it in my house a few times. But today, for lunch, we're gonna have that steak sandwich here done in the print shop. So let's do this. All right, before I even start cleaning screens, I gotta marinate this beef. I'm using a ribeye steak, sliced it all up, and I'm gonna add all these ingredients into this beef to marinate it for about an hour, so I could get this Jibarito ready. By in an hour, I should be all done with the screens and setting up the sandwich. Let's do this. All right, this is a ribeye steak. I sliced it up real nice. I'm putting all of it right here. Real nice. And put some olive oil, store white vinegar, the marinade that we're doing, right there. Some pepper, some salt, some adobo, nice there. And then after the adobo, what we're gonna do is I have my lady did a sofrito. And we're just gonna take a little bit of it, just like that. That's good enough for that sofrito. Now, we're gonna use some sazon, just a little bit. So a little bit of sazon, that's it. If you don't have sazon, you could use paprika. Anything that's like in the paprika, smoked paprika. And then here goes my little mojito, which I'm just gonna come and add just a little. That's it. And after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marinate it. Parsley, just to give it some, cilantro, sorry, not parsley. Start adding some of this red sauce. All right, as you guys see, I already got my apron. Get an apron. You don't want to mess up your shirts, your pants. You don't want to do that. You can get some gloves if you want. I really don't like using the gloves when it comes to that because I got rip out tapes out of all the registration marks and all that in the glove. I have issues with it. So what you want to first do is you come and you see all your screens. You start bringing your first screen, and then when you're taking your squeegee out, and then bring it to the counter. It's called the press wash. That's what it's called, the press wash, right here. Get any little rag, remove all the ink as much as you can, because what you don't want to do is bring all that ink into your dip tank, because you're gonna make that dip tank work harder to now break down the ink and break down the emulsion try to remove all the ink out of it, and then so when you take it to your dip tank, it's only gonna break down the emulsion. Make sure if you have any tape, here they have no tape because the image was so small, but usually you will have tape around the screen. Just make sure you remove all that tape out, then remove all any tape that you have on your registration marks, remove them out. Then you come, take your screen out, loosen it up, and now this screen is gonna be ready to go to the dip tank, and it's only gonna break down. As you see, there's not ink there. It's gonna break down the emulsion. If you're using a dip tank and you're gonna bring your screens, make sure every time you bring your screens, you put it in that dip tank in the water and shake it. Go up and down, start seeing bubbles, because that's gonna activate that emulsion remover. Because if it's been a while that you haven't used it, it starts settling down the part that's gonna break down the emulsion. Always like to shake it and then just give it a minute, depending how long you have it. It'll just break down the whole emulsion. Oh, by the way, let me show you a gift I got from my boy Edwin. He's the owner of OCD Printing. Check it out on Instagram. I'll leave the link down below. But look at the gift he got. Oh, beautiful. I set it up like this. This is to coat your screens, a little wall mount right here. People put it on the wall, but I decided to keep it here on my counter where all that I need is there. My scoop coater, just come, and there it is. Looks beautiful. Thank you, Edu. Now what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of oil. Turn around, and now I'm gonna come and then throw my beef. Now that beef is gonna be marinated for a while. So what I do, the other thing I do is I'll throw some of the pepper. We got the pepper, and the best thing that you need to have, onions. Put all your onions, and there it is. And now that I put the onions and peppers, I'm gonna shut it down and let it simmer for about an hour. Now that it's nice and hot, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it all around, all the beef. Turn it, you see all that water, all those juices? Oh man, beautiful. And I want all this to go in there and simmer. And then all right, the beef is done. Beautiful. I already split up one toton, split it up in half, and then slice it in half and put it there. Each, that's gonna be 2 sandwiches right there. Here's one of them, and all I'm gonna do real quick is there it is. The next one, same thing, just so now, people use mayo, ketchup to do the aioli. Me, I'm gonna use some French dressing. That French dressing it tastes a little different than mayo ketchup. It already has mayo, and then throw a little bit of the garlic, okay? And then I'll throw a little cilantro in it. That is the sauce. I don't use mayo ketchup. I use French dressing and just a little bit of the garlic. Oh, that's it, right there. So after you already flatten them up, you gotta refry them again to make them nice and crispy. So here comes the center part. I'm just gonna throw some of the ole. That's it. We're gonna use some of the steak. A piece of steak right here. Right there. Beautiful. Then we're gonna take some cheese. We'll do some cheese. Right there. Boom, boom, cheese. I'm gonna throw a little lettuce. Little lettuce right here. Lettuce. Lettuce. And tomato. 1, 2. 1 and 2 tomatoes right there. Just a few little onions, just to get it going. A few onions, and then you top it off.
There you go.
Bam, over here, top it off. And there goes your Jibarito sandwich. Now you add a little bit of the mojito and spread it around the totones, and there it is. Here's the 2 artists. Your Instagram handle?
Mike Tats, MYKE Tats, double TZ on the end.
You want some tattoos? That's the man right here. You got his own spot. Hey, Mike, buen provecho. Melo, what's your screen printing handle?
BOB Imprint.
All right. There you go. There goes Melo. He owns his own print shop. Buen provecho. There it goes. You guys, come and tell me what's going on here.
The crunchiness of the plantain, the sirloin. It has a nice like soft texture, and it's like it's very good. Like it goes all along with that. So you got the crispiness, the softness, pretty good.
I'll give it a solid 9.
A solid 9, perfect. I'll take that. I'll take a -8.
9.2.
There you go, 9.2. All right. Here goes the other torte. Perfect. All right, fellas. Thank you, man. Enjoy. Buen provecho. So yeah, fellas, if you want to do this sandwich on your lunch break in the shop or in your house, do this Jibarito sandwich. And comment down below and let me know how it tastes, man. I want to see. Give me a 9, an 8, whatever you want to do. But let's do this. So if you like this video, press that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Be thankful always. Be grateful always. And you know what? Just let God take on the right. Peace out.